Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into something that is absolutely going to stretch your imagination: vanished civilizations and deep time. I'm so pumped to have you here with me because we're going to explore some of the most enduring, captivating mysteries out there. You know, those ideas about super advanced societies that supposedly existed millions of years ago. Let's just get right into it. Seriously, what if we aren't the first? It's kind of a staggering thought, right? What if, millions of years before modern humans ever even showed up, another highly advanced society walked this exact same Earth? Just picture it. A civilization that built these sprawling, massive cities, mastered complex technology, and then just vanished. Poof, without leaving a single obvious trace behind. It sounds exactly like a sci-fi movie, doesn't it? And yet, over the years, strange discoveries and mysterious legends have sparked countless theories about these lost worlds. Okay, let's dive into this. Today, we'll be looking at the allure of lost civilizations, ancient allegories, 19th century sunken continents, beyond Earth, and deep time. And finally, why these legends endure. Starting off with Section 1, the allure of lost civilizations. And Section 2, ancient allegories. The idea of a forgotten, advanced past has this massive magnetic pull on us. Now, mainstream science fundamentally does not accept that advanced human civilizations existed millions of years ago. But the fascination, it simply won't die. Human imagination regarding lost civilizations has evolved over a truly vast span of time. We're talking a timeline that starts over 2,300 years ago, with the philosophical writings of Plato. From there, we make this huge jump to the late 1800s, when actual scientists were proposing sunken continents. Fast forward to the 1970s, where some blurry photographs of Mars sparked an absolute frenzy, all the way to today, where modern physicists are proposing deep-time thought experiments. It's just this continuous, awe-inspiring thread of human curiosity. So let's zoom in on that very first point in history. Over 2,300 years ago, the Greek philosopher Plato described Atlantis. He painted this picture of a remarkably wealthy island kingdom, boasting magnificent architecture, powerful armies, and highly advanced engineering. But you know, Greece gave us another legend too, Hyperborea. This was described as a mysterious paradise located far beyond the north wind. The people of Hyperborea supposedly lived for hundreds of years, completely free of disease or war, and they just enjoyed absolute prosperity and harmony with nature. I mean, it sounds like the ultimate ancient vacation spot, doesn't it? But we've got to contrast the legend with the reality here. According to the myths, the Atlanteans became arrogant, and the gods basically punished them by sinking their entire kingdom in a single day and night. Boom, gone. For Hyperborea, modern alternative theories suggest some ancient climate catastrophe wiped out their utopia. But what's the actual reality? Well, over centuries of searching, everywhere from the Mediterranean to the Caribbean, there is literally zero confirmed archaeological evidence for either of them. Historians firmly view Atlantis as a moral story invented by Plato, and Hyperborea as a purely mythical paradise, not an actual historical nation. Let's see how this builds as we move into Section 3. 19th century sunken continents. We're leaping forward from ancient philosophy into an era where early, kind of misguided scientific theories actually gave birth to the concept of massive fictional landmasses swallowed by the sea. In the 19th century, scientists were scratching their heads over a real biological puzzle. They found these striking similarities between animals in India and Madagascar. To explain this, remember, this is way before our modern understanding of geology. They proposed a giant sunken connecting continent in the Indian Ocean and called it Lemuria. Shortly after that, in the late 1800s, a writer named Augustus Le Plongeon claimed another ancient civilization flourished on a gigantic continent called Mu, supposedly located right in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Now, what's really fascinating is how mystical traditions basically hijacked these initial concepts. What started out as a theory about animal migration completely mutated into tales of highly advanced societies. Later authors and mystics expanded the legends of Lemuria and Mu to include enormous cities housing millions of inhabitants. They claim these people possessed incredible knowledge of astronomy and spiritual healing, that they utilized advanced technology, and even communicated via telepathy while harnessing natural energy. The lore just kept growing and growing like wildfire. And this brilliantly illustrates where those stories completely fall apart when confronted with modern science. Enter plate tectonics. This is the scientific theory that explains the actual movement of the Earth's continents over time. Our modern understanding of geology absolutely proves that continents are composed of lighter crust floating on the heavier mantle beneath them. They drift, they collide, they pull apart, but they cannot just simply disappear and sink straight down into the ocean like the stories of Lemuria and Mu claim. It just doesn't work that way. So we have a very sharp pivot here. On one side, you've got the myth of sinking continents, where massive earthquakes and volcanic eruptions cause entire land masses to just drop into the abyss in a matter of days. On the other side, you have firm geological science which completely rejects this mechanism. Bottom line, there is absolutely zero scientific evidence that continents like Mu or Lemuria or their associated civilizations ever actually existed. Moving right along to Section 4, Beyond Earth and Deep Time. This is arguably our most fascinating topic today. We're leaving the era of mystical continents behind and looking at how modern science handles the search for ancient intelligence, both up in the stars and in the incredibly deep timeline of our own planet. First, let's look beyond Earth. We know that billions of years ago, Mars actually had rivers, lakes, and possibly even oceans. Because of that watery past, people have naturally speculated that intelligent beings might have lived there. This excitement absolutely exploded in the 1970s when grainy, blurry photographs of the Martian surface revealed unusual rock formations, most notably the famous face on Mars. It was the perfect optical illusion, almost like one of those old blurry UFO camera shots, and it totally fueled theories of a lost Martian civilization. But what happens when you send better cameras? Well, reality sets in. When NASA eventually sent probes with much higher resolution imaging, those new pictures definitively proved that the face and other anomalies were really just natural geological features playing tricks with light and shadow. NASA has found absolutely zero evidence of ancient intelligent life on Mars. Today, scientists are solely focused on searching for signs of ancient microbial life that might be hidden beneath the Martian surface. Which brings us back to Earth for a truly mind-bending thought. Let's talk about a brilliant concept called the Silurian Hypothesis. Now, I want to make this very clear right up front. This is a scientific thought experiment. It does not claim that a civilization actually existed millions of years ago. Instead, it poses an incredibly fascinating question from physicists and climatologists. They're exploring exactly how difficult it would be to discover an ancient industrial civilization if one had hypothetically existed in deep time. So, the crucial point is this. Could erosion erase a whole civilization? If a highly advanced industrial society existed on Earth, say 50 or 100 million years before humans, would we even be able to detect it today? It's a question that really forces us to confront the sheer, unimaginably long scale of Earth's history. You see, over millions of years, the Earth is an incredibly efficient recycling machine. Erosion literally grinds mountains to dust. Earthquakes shatter structures, and plate tectonics, which we talked about earlier, literally swallows the Earth's crust, melting it right back into the mantle. Over tens of millions of years, these powerful geological forces would gradually erase almost all physical traces of a pre-human society. Many mysteries could remain hidden simply because the Earth has wiped the slate clean. Finally, let's wrap things up with Section 5, Why These Legends Endure. We've debunked the myths and looked at the harsh realities of geology today, but you know what? These stories still continue to fascinate millions of people. We've explored three distinct categories. We have our ancient myths, like Atlantis and Hyperborea, which basically served as moral allegories and utopian dreams. Then we have modern theories, like Lemuria and Mu, born from early scientific misunderstandings and later expanded by mystics. And finally, we have modern scientific thought experiments, like the Silurian Hypothesis, which use these concepts to test our understanding of geology and deep time. While there is no verified scientific evidence for any of these lost societies, the stories remain so captivating. Why? Because psychologically, we just love a great mystery. We're drawn to narratives of a fall from grace, where a utopian society loses its way. Exploring these mysteries helps us ask the biggest questions about Earth's past and humanity's place in the universe. So, I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought. Could an advanced civilization have truly vanished without a trace, entirely erased by millions of years of geological churning? Or are these stories simply imaginative legends passed down through generations? It is a brilliant mystery to ponder. I would absolutely love to hear what you think, so please share your thoughts and theories. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into history's greatest mysteries. Keep learning, keep questioning, and I will see you in the next explainer.